Alright, it's been a while since I've done a video, so I am well overdue on this one. So this is a tank 8 to 9 months into the project. 75-gallon bow front, and yep, hair algae, it's back, and it's back pretty good this time. So I've been trying to keep everything constant. I've been doing everything the same, and it came back. So sat down and I had to think. And 8 to 9 months later, I figured it's time to change out the bulbs. So that was yesterday. So now I have a fresh bank of bulbs, two 6000 Kelvin, a purpley one, and the rosé. So those are all changed out. I think someone asked me a little while ago, how often do I calibrate my pH controller? The answer was I've never done it so far. So what I've noticed is that the plants don't really pearl very much in the last couple of weeks. So I bought some test solution for the Milwaukee pH controller. It was really easy, and I basically put I've got pH of 4 solution and pH of 7. I put the probe in the 4, adjusted it so I could get 4 on the screen. Put the probe in the 7, adjusted it so I get 7 on the screen, and then put it back in the tank. Away I go, and my set point was off by about 0.4 of a pH, just naturally over time, which is apparently to be expected from what I've read. The other thing I've done is I filled up CO2 for the first time. So that 10-pound tank of CO2 back there lasted me 8 to 9 months. Cost me $30, and if you're running yeast reactors and messing around doing all that kind of stuff, that's a lot of yeast and lots of sugar. I long term, I think $30 is probably more cost effective to do it that way. So I'm pretty happy. So yeah, those are the big changes I've done. Let's see how the tank responds over the next couple of weeks, and I'll post another video. I can't remember in the last video if I had these Tiger Lotus or not. I gotta say, my friend gave them to me for free, just like a little tiny plant, and they've since become my favorite. They grow really quick, and the trick to these guys is to every time they hit the surface of the water, let's just cut it off right from the bottom, and then you'll get these little shoots back here. And yeah, as long as you stagger them, you'll have a nice full look to the aquarium. So yeah, very happy with that. Early on I thought it was a good idea to put some Java moss on my driftwood. Then I decided, once it was out of control and going all over the tank, to get rid of it. And man, the stuff is pretty resilient. Even if there's a tiny little piece left, it still grows. So I'm still pulling that out every once in a while, but it's not. I'm not minding it being in there. I used to have a very low-growing carpet plant, and I can't remember the name of it, but I found it very hard to plant, hard to start initially. It did do quite well. And then I introduced a couple of cories and a couple of zebra loaches, and those little guys that root around on the bottom have completely uprooted it all. So I just find it now in the filters, it's floating around. I don't mind it not being there, to be honest. So there you are.